Hi, 안녕하세요. How are you? This is Nara's Kimchi, and today I actually made bread, steamed bread, using pulque. Pulque is traditional Mexican booze made with maguey that looks like agave. So I'll show you how to make this one to recreate Korean sulbbang, which literally translates to booze bread. So we'll make booze bread together. So let's start, and as usual you start with a little bit of warm water. This is about quarter cup of warm water. It could be cold water too, but then it'll take a lot longer. And I will use about 1 teaspoon of dry yeast. And the yeast needs some food. 1 teaspoon of sugar. So just mix it well. And let's wait about 3 minutes. Alright, so this is already ready. So it's got first fermentation. And here I'm going to add pulque. So this is regular pulque, not Pepsi, but like this is milky color. That's pulque made with maguey plant, same as other booze in Mexico. And it actually tastes very similar to unfiltered rice wine from Korea called 막걸리. And this bread, traditionally in Korea, it's made with 막걸리. But I realized that this is very similar and also helps with fermentation, so I'm going to use that one. And this I actually got from Pulqueria, the place that sells many different kind of pulque. And this one is flavored with tuna, which is not the fish tuna, but the cactus flower fruit. So it's this brilliant color fruit that you peel really well without getting thorns. So that's where the color comes from. But when I did my test run, it actually the color disappeared completely. So because of that, I actually added like a 1 drop of food dye, just so I don't get disappointed this time. But you don't have to. You could just use this pulque for very basic pulque bread. Okay, but because I really like the color, I'm adding this one. So this is 1 cup of tuna pulque, and I'm going to add more sugar. I'll say just about 5 teaspoons, so less than 2 tablespoons. And here I'm going to add a little bit of rice flour. You could do completely with wheat flour only, but I do like adding a little bit of rice flour because I like the taste. So that's ½ cup of rice flour. And the rest will be all regular multi-purpose flour here. So this is 2 cups of flour total. So ½ cup was rice, and the other half was, the other 3/4 was all regular wheat flour. Now I'm going to add some, these are all optional ingredients. I'm gonna add a little bit of dried cranberries and some sunflower seeds. You don't have to, but if you have some, you can add these. A bit of salt always gives good taste here, very little bit. So this is a little too runny, and usually in Korea they work from this consistency, but I like mine just a little bit more dense. So I'm gonna add a little more flour. So this was probably another 1/4 cup of flour. Okay, so this is pretty good. It's completely no knead kind of a dough. So your hands will be pretty clean. So that's it, and I'm going to cover with a little bit of a saran wrap. And let this sit in the shade, room temperature. I don't want it too warm because then it doesn't taste as good. When you do fermentation for bread, try to do it in the fridge like the night before, or just a cool kitchen temperature for 2 to 3 hours, and that's all it really needs. So this was made 2 hours ago. That way I already have the dough ready to go. And you can see this fermented very well. Look how pretty the color is. You can see the little bit of red streaks that from food dye that I added a little too late. So I'm going to flatten it out and just mix a little bit more. Then I'll put that in the steamer right now. I have this steam basket that I got a long time ago. My friend gave me. And you know, of course, if you put the dough right here, it's gonna come through the slats. So I'm going to use a coffee filter, the round one. Makes it very easy to manage the bread here. So just squeeze it all in. Then put some cooking spray. Like this. So when it's all cooked, it'll be very easy to separate the paper. And so let's just put the whole thing here. Oh, I thought bacon stopped drinking a long time ago. But he likes pulque. Alright, so from this stage, I'm going to let it sit for another ½ hour so it just rises a little more, and it won't take very long. So just ½ hour, and I'll see you back. Okay, so water's not boiling yet, but it's pretty hot already. So I'm going to put this in a steam basket and put it right here. So it's going to steam for 20 minutes. This looks so pretty and it rose quite a bit, but let's see if it's fully done or not, because if I poke it with chopstick and it doesn't come out clean, that means it needs a few more minutes. Oh, it's done. It's totally clean. Wow. I really like the way it looks. Wow, it's done. It looks so beautiful, and bacon is going crazy. So let's take this out of the steam basket. Ta-da! Very pretty. So this looks really good. Bacon's very excited, so we'll do a taste test. Still pretty warm, but it's not lethal. Oh my god, you're so excited. It might be a little too hot for bacon, so I'm gonna wait to give him. So as you can see, this coffee filter that peels pretty well like this. I'm sure Bacon wants to eat the whole thing. So let me just taste the middle part. So good. Very soft, not too dense. Totally different flavor from when you bake versus steam it like this. So what do you think? Probably easy to make at home. Dairy free, totally vegan. And you could actually make this whole thing with only rice flour. Then make it gluten free as well. Sorry, I'm still eating. But I actually like the combination of rice flour and wheat flour together. It adds like really good flavor. And I love the taste of pulque anyway. And it tastes just like that. Okay. All right, so Bacon will eat some. So until next time, see you. Bye.